everyone, welcome. I'm Trish and you're at Trish's Creative Treasures. Here, mainly, my talk is all about crochet and things that I'm making through crochet, yarny goodness, anything to do with yarn, pretty much. I love yarn. I am an addict to yarn. But I also, on my channel, I talk about my health and updates and things that are going on. I should have been getting my surgery today. Now I gotta wait till next month. They postponed it to April 1st for those of you that didn't know. And for those of you that are new that don't know, I'm getting gastric bypass surgery for this first step in 3 surgeries to help me walk again. When I was 17, I was in an almost fatal car accident, and I broke my back, and I crushed my pelvis, and messed up my hips. So I've been, dealing with bad arthritis for many years, but now it's to the point that I'm bone on bone, and it's a lot of bone shards and all that in there, so, lovely stuff. I can walk with the assistance of a walker or holding onto somebody with a cane, but the pain is intense. So, yeah. But, anyways, today is What's on Your Hook Wednesday. I only got one thing that I'm working on right now, and I just started it, so I don't really have much to show. But this is what's on my hook at the moment. This is the strawberry jam color from Hobby Lobby. So that's one. So I have 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, I got 3 strips done. So this is so as you all know, just gotta go back on a rabbit trail, just explain. I'm with a group of women. We called ourselves the Yarnivores. We're all pretty goofy, pretty funny, and we have a group chat, where we keep each other updated on what's going to be happening and what's going on, and we just talk all day long, and oh my gosh, the laughs that you have with these women. Like, I couldn't have found more women that are more like me than these ones. I don't have to worry about watching what I say or how I act, because their minds work just like mine. And if I can find friends that are just like me, that's cherishable. Yes. But anyways, this month we're doing a friendship blanket. And that friendship blanket, we're doing the mile a minute. So I did my first strip, because how it is we all pick our favorite color. So we all have one color. And so you got what color was assigned to each person then, by their favorite color. And every month, well, it's not every month. It's going to be, April did hers yesterday first. So we all have like a wheel spinner thingy on our phones. And that wheel spinner thingy, I got hair. Wheel spinner thingy is going to give you the number for the next color. So you have your colors labeled 1 to 8. And then you have your background color, which is at the end. So I'm going to do, I haven't decided whether I want to do mine in white or black yet, because we're using Krista from the Secret Yarneries tutorial. Yeah. And she has hers done in white, and I'm like, ooh, that's pretty, because most of my blankets I back in black, because I know this one here, the strawberry jam, of course, that's going to get a black border. Well, I don't know. I was kind of thinking about doing like a multicolor border, like, I kind of like the ones where you have like one color and then it looks like it's like framed, like almost like a window. I know what I'm talking about. I have no idea what stitch that would be or what, but I think Krista has it on her polka dot blanket. So bordering around is, you see all the bright colors, but then bordered each color like is gray. So I'm thinking I am going to do something along that line with this. So that way I can still get the pink and the red and the white. Because there's different shades of pink. And here I'm looking at my yarn. It's different shades of pink. And it is like a very bright red on there. So I love this color. I have a shawl that I made myself in this. And I have 6 skeins of this right now, so hopefully that should be enough. I'm using an L hook, size 7, my Pride Frills hook. Yes. So, yes, I am gonna work on this just moderately as I go. But that's all that I have. I'll be right back with you. Sorry about that. I was in the middle of a video and Jim and Draken both came home at the same time, and I always said to have my afternoon conversation with Draken about how his day went, and Jim got me some stuff at the store that I needed, and he always has to have his back scratched after work, so I scratched his back. So now I'm back, but I have no idea what I was even talking about at the moment. Let me just get a quick drink. So, let's see. We'll just get back to, I think we're talking about the mile a minute, and that I was going to put a border on like, kind of like Krista has on her polka dot one. So these I'm just making smaller. They're just, like I said, I was using my L hook, my Pride hook, my frills. I love these streamline hooks. They're smooth and they just go by nice. So I'm only doing like, well, this is not even done one yet. But anyways, I'm only doing 50, a row of 50. And then we're just going to keep going at that because, I mean, it's a good like 4 foot maybe. I don't know. But I want to start making a bunch of like, not really big blankets, but smaller ones because during the summer here, we have bonfires all the time. And it doesn't ever stay warm at night anymore. It used to stay hot. Like, whatever, if it was warm during the day, it was going to be warm at night. That's how summers were. Now, it drops down into, like, the 60s sometimes at night, sometimes 70. But after you've been in, like, really scorching hot 90-degree weather all day, it's, like, it's weird because I know, like, I'm outside all the time in the summer. And if I'm inside, that's because, I'm in a fiber flare-up or my body's just aching too bad that I'm not going to make it down the steps. But 9 out of 10, I force myself through the pain because I love to be outside. So, I want to have blankets for everybody, especially the kids. Just a little lapkin, nothing big, that everybody has something to cover their legs with because everybody's always cold. So, my cat's making the noise behind me. Which one is that? It's Saphira. Little Miss Cranky Butt. Saphira and Athena are pregnant. I wouldn't doubt Piper is either. Piper don't let you touch her, so I don't know if Piper's pregnant. And she's a Maine Coon, so she's fluffy to begin with, so I can't tell she got a big belly. Poor Saphira, which is the one that's my cat. She's a very slender, narrow cat. Like, she was the runt. We've talked about this before. And, her belly is so big. I feel so bad for her. She can barely move. I don't even remember. I think it was like the end of January, maybe, or middle of January, maybe, that she got pregnant. So I'm thinking April, maybe, because the cat's gestational period is 65 days. So it's 2 months and 5 days. So, yeah, she's getting big. Athena, her belly's starting to get bigger. I don't know if she's gonna have as many babies as Saphira. Like, Saphira is huge for her size, and she's so uncomfortable. It's like when she comes at night to sit with me, it's like she's there and she don't know how to plop herself down, so I have to help her, and get her all comfy, and it's like she's like, Rub my belly, Mom. That's the only time she lets you rub her belly is when she comes to you and wants her belly rubbed. If she's just standing and you're just petting her and sitting here, don't touch her belly. Oh, no. But, yeah, we're going to have lots of kittens in the next couple months. Hopefully, we'll be able to find homes for all of them. Because I have 5 cats here, and Jim has 2 cats at his house. So when we finally ever do find a place that we can move to get into one big house instead of 2 small ones, we're going to have enough animals. Like, I'm joining with 5 cats and a dog. Jim has 2 dogs, 2 cats, 2 bearded dragons. His snakes, I don't even, he knows, he has to have an outdoor shed for his snakies. I cannot live in a house with snakes, and everyone's like, oh, snakes aren't that bad. I hate snakes. Like, I'm petrified of snakes. Literally petrified. And it all goes back. Here I see, like, it's What's on Your Hook Wednesday, and I'm rambling. So I'm going to tell you a story, and then I'll be done. Okay? Because this ain't nothing to do with crochet now. I'm just rambling. Just talking. My first husband. So, that would be John. He's the father of my 3 daughters. He was a snake lover. And so we had an apartment that we were living in. And to go into the bathroom, you had to walk up 3 steps. And then there was like a corner where the light switch was. And I always kept my vacuum cleaner in that corner, okay? And our bathroom was the biggest room in the whole entire apartment. I mean, you could have made 2 bedrooms out of this bathroom. You walked in, it was just like all this wasted space. And at the end of it is where the shower, the toilet, and the sink were kind of like kind of crammed together. But you had all this open space. So he decided to start getting snakes, and he put them in my bathroom. And them dumb things, like, I don't know, I guess they knew that I didn't like them, that I was afraid of them. I don't know. I didn't bother with them. I would just go in to go to the bathroom. But every time I go into the bathroom, them suckers would go, you know, they would strike at the glass at me, and I'm like, I'm not even looking at you things. I'm not talking to you things. So the stupid snakes, every time I was home alone. Now, Odessa's just like one. And I might have even been, or she might have been going on 2. I remember I might have even been pregnant with Kira at the time, too, because I got pregnant with Kira while we were living there. The snakes would get out all the time of their cages, and they were the locked cages that, you know, they can't get out of. Well, somehow or another, they figured it out. When I'm home alone, so I would go knock on my neighbor's door, and their little 6-year-old daughter would come over and rescue me. Is that not sad? A 6-year-old would come rescue me. I'm shaking my tripod as I laugh. So anyways, he had his uncle and him. They built this huge wooden cage, okay? And it was supposed to be unescapable. Had this like terrarium thing in there for them to slither and blah. So he had a big Burmese python. I think the big one was the Burmese. I don't know, it was mean. And then he had a couple other smaller, whatever, pythons, boas. I don't know. So, and I know the big one was mean. I mean, when the neighbor's son would come over to check out the snakes all the time, and he stuck the hand in there, and that big one latched on, like right here on both sides, latched on. And John could not get this snake off for the life of him. Just the blood's pouring down this kid's hand. This kid's like Draken's age, 11 years old, and he's crying and screaming, and his mom's there, you know, trying to help. So I don't even know exactly what they did to pry that sucker's jaws open, because I was just too many people in the bathroom, and I needed to get out because there was a snake out of the cage. Well, not long after that, I got up in the morning to get ready for work. So Odessa, even though she had her own bedroom, never slept in her own bedroom. So I put like her mattress from her crib in my room next to my bed. And that's the only way I could get her to sleep, was in the room where she was petrified of her room. So I got me and Dessa. I was holding her in my arms to go up and to go into the bathroom to get ready to go. And I turned on the light switch where my vacuum was, and thank God I have good reflexes, because as I turned on that light switch, I got this right at me. Yeah, that big snake got out of that I mean, but what I don't get is, okay, there was holes like this in the back, and that's where all the cords went through. So there wasn't much room to escape, with the cords out. So here's this big sucker. You tell me how it got out of that cage, because I have no idea. All the snakes were missing. So at this time, I'm freaking out because this big snake's coiled up on my vacuum cleaner. I need to get in the bathroom because I need to do my hair, my makeup, brush my teeth. I needed to pee. Oh, went to the neighbor's house to go pee. I went to work in my jammies that day. My neighbor, now, wasn't the little kid that came over, got the mama came over, and got the snake off my vacuum cleaner and put the snake back in the thing. But we couldn't find the little ones. There was 3 little ones missing. I went to work in my pajamas that day. I did. Thank God I could do my hair and makeup. And thank God I don't actually necessarily sleep in pajamas. I sleep like in shorts and a tank top, or sweatpants and a t-shirt, or sweatpants and a long sleeve shirt, whatever. I have some pajamas, but not very many pajamas, because I just wear regular clothes to bed. But after that, I made him get rid of them snakes, and like, snake's gone. Snake's gone. It's me or the snakes. Me or the snakes. Because I shouldn't have to live in my own house and be scared because them stupid snakes would get out all the time. Because when I got home from work, he got home shortly after I did. Because I remember I sat outside on my porch, and I was not going back in my house until he got home and found those other freaking 3 snakes. Well, he had a bunch of his buddies came over. They tore my whole house apart. Lifted furniture, knocked it over, emptied out, cabinets. And of course, they didn't clean up. I got stuck doing all of that. But after a while, they couldn't find the snakes, so they let my ferret out. We had a ferret. Let the ferret out. Here's ferret found the snakes in my bedroom closet. Thankfully, Nala did not hurt them, or they didn't hurt her. Yeah. So we got Nala away. He got the snakes, put them away. And that was the last I dealt with snakes. And I cannot live in a house with snakes. I cannot deal with snakes. I am petrified of snakes. I don't mind lizards. I love lizards. We had a leopard gecko. And I've had living with John, I've dealt with all the reptile things. The snakes are the only ones I can't stand. I would rather have spiders in my house than deal with a snake. I don't mind spiders. I don't mind the tarantulas. I don't want to hold them, but I'm not afraid of them. And I think they're beautiful, especially like the multicolored ones, the blue ones and stuff. Beautiful. I love bearded dragons. I want, well, Jim has 2, so that's why I won't even bother getting one for myself. Because 1, I can't take care of it right now. And 2, I have no extra money to take care of it. Jim's footing the bill for everything right now, because I have no money and I have no income coming in. So, yeah, he has to have his own shed for snakes. But anyways, I guess I've rabbit trailed along enough, and well, not rabbit trailed, but I've blah, 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 blah. Maybe some of you hear that, blah, 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 blah. But, okay, I guess I'm going to let you all go, because my what you working on Wednesday turned into a big blah, blah, blah. I always go blah, and I apologize for those of you who cannot stand my blah, blahs. I'm sorry. I really am. But I have no social life. I have nobody to talk to. So I come and I talk to all of you. I don't have much stuff to show you right now because my hands are full. And I've been working on my neon corner to corner. I've got quite a bit of that. I'm on my 3rd jumbo roll now. I got the jumbo bright lights yarn. It's the neon striped one. So I started the 3rd jumbo roll the other day. So, and I'm working on this. I'm just going to get a bunch of little things going, like so I can have these, blankets for outside during the summer. And because I have my 4 grandchildren, and when Jim's family comes, he has a grandson, and the neighbors' kids come over, the two little boys, and so everybody's always cold, sitting around and wants a blanket. So I figured if I can make a bunch of just smaller blankets, that'll work. So other than that, I want to thank you for being here. If you've made it this long, um, if you're subscribed to me, thank you so much. If you're new here and you don't mind my blah blahs, because sometimes I can tell some pretty funny stories, or sometimes they're just really down and out, and then I just kind of, I try not to get on too much when I'm feeling that bad, because I am like more in a depressive state, and you don't need to see me all gloomy and doomy. I don't want to make anybody else feel all gloomy and doomy. Just because I am, I don't have to make you. So, but I want to thank you all for being here. If you're not subscribed, would you think about hitting that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that way you get notified each time I upload a video? And if you wouldn't mind, if you would hit the like button and leave me a comment. It could be about anything. You can just ask me anything, you can say anything. Tell me what you're working on, and or better yet, you can go on my Facebook group, Trisha's Creative Treasures, and you can show me pictures of what you're working on. I would love to see what you're doing, because that inspires me. Maybe I hope what I do inspires you. That's what we do together. We're a community, and we inspire each other to do all sorts of really neat new things. So, with that said, I'm going to say I love you all. And I do. I appreciate each and every one of you. But I guess we're going to cut this off until next time. So you all take care. You all have a great day. Enjoy your What's on Your Hook Wednesday, or whatever you do on a Wednesday. Enjoy it. And remember, you're loved, you're beautiful, and you are worth everything. Take care, guys.